Hi guys, welcome to Crypto B101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And as you all know, this is the Bitcoin and breakfast show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. On this show this morning, I have to apologize to you guys. I am coming in late at about 36 minutes after, but it was due to great news and a lot of things that I was working on, and I had to make sure all that was concluded before we kick off the show. And I'm going to announce about that shortly, so you don't want to go anywhere rather than be part of this great show. All right, without wasting our time, let's do what we normally do, share the links so people can join us right now as we start the show and we can enjoy the show together. Join the live now. We're going to post it in the community as well. If you're not in the community, you might want to do that right now. So you can be part of the community. The links to the community and every other thing are down in the description. And as you all know, this channel is only about giving values to the people when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And also, not only value, we share the same goal as to make sure whatever we put our money on yield profit for us on this great platform. But remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research before you trade or invest in any token. But without wasting our time, let's share this quickly so people can join us on this great show that happens every morning, 10 a.m. SAST time, 8 a.m. South, 8 a.m. GMT, depending on where you are watching me from. Once again, I apologize for the delay before we kick off the show this morning. It's all for the good, and I'm going to announce that before the end of the show. All right, we have shared the links, and I believe people will join now. Please, if you join already, subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you always get the notification when we are live. And also, please like, comment, especially destroy the likes button so people can always get to see this great channel and enjoy what everyone is getting. And if you look at the screen right now, you'll see yesterday I told you, please do not buy what? Do not buy Bitcoin. I said it specifically. If you watched my show yesterday, I said do not buy Bitcoin because we now have a kicker and the Bitcoin is now a sell, and we are waiting for it. Probably is going to pull down to around 117k or 112, or it's going to test the bottom again. Definitely we're going to see that on the charts every day. And I told you also with Ethereum that ETH has now created a structure and has broken out. You should not buy them. But let's start with Bitcoin per se. Let's start with Bitcoin first of all. If you look at the Bitcoin chart right now, you see that what I said yesterday is what is happening. We have a kicker. I told you the market might push up, is just a retrace, and it's going to fall back. Then it's falling back. Now, if at the end of the week we saw the market come down to this point, we're going to use our Fibonacci to see where we need to get into the market. And speaking of Bitcoin, let's dive right into the news a little bit. You see that Bitcoin's 4-year cycle is dead. To say that. And if you've been watching my show, you've been following this channel, you know that I told you there is possibility of what? Of Bitcoin bull cycle not doing the same thing like the old days that we used to do. If you really understand that, I told you guys that I said things have changed and we might not see the same way the bull market is going to run this bull cycle, because we now have smart money. And that is what he had to say here. If you see what he said the last cycle was due to stimulus, the 2017 cycle was due to the ICOs, and the 2013 was due to the China accepting the cryptocurrency and everything blowing up there. So it's like our thinking and whatever we're trying to do align. And I keep telling you guys, we need to be careful because this boost cycle is different. And if you look at the chart now, you can see BTC is starting to pull back from this all-time high. Maybe it's not going to break this 105 this time around, or it's just going to pull back a little bit, and by next week we're going to see the market moving up. And what could even propel the market to move up? I am not going to lie, if you look at what the Fed said yesterday, the Fed minutes confirmed that Powell and board plan to cut rates 2 more times this year. If that should happen, maybe we might see some rally. I'm not going to lie, because the Fed plan is to cut interest rate 2 more times this year, following a close 10-9 split among the officials. And if that should really come to play, maybe we're still going to have altcoins as a ball. And if you look at what Arthur A is now saying maybe the cycle is dead, maybe this will now play out to be true, because let's be frank. We know the bull cycle always end around November, December. Then the bear cycle will start January 2026, for a year. Then from January 2027 to 2028, 2029, we're going to have another bull. But if the cycle is not going to be the same, I am telling you guys, things will definitely not work like that. And we might see BTC moving up to what everyone has been thinking of or been talking about. We've seen people now say maybe Bitcoin will hit 150,000 or something like that. But like I used to tell you guys, we need to check the chart to know what is going on. All right, let's take a look at what is next. And this is BNB. You can see BNB price house 600% from bear market low, eyeing 1,980. That is not really bad, because if you look at BNB has been the only token that has not dropped like that. Even as the other tokens were dropping yesterday, BNB gained some momentum. Only today it started to drop a little bit, and our stop loss still remain at the same spot, which is now, we need to move our stop loss right here, is now 1,131, because we do not have a kicker. So we need to know that BNB looks a little bit strong. And if you calculate how much we've made from the bear market, truly is up to that amount. Let's check from 2021. Let's see, 2021 thereabout. From here we have November, the March drop. So let's say the bull market start moving like that, you can see about 600 or 500 thereabout, depending on where you get into the market. So this is really great, and BNB is really killing. But do we need to now buy or sell BNB? BNB is still a buy, guys. Even with the news, BNB is still a buy. You can see the market is holding back, and we saw the YZI lab, which is the Binance lab, now producing or allocating $1 billion to encourage creators on BNB smart chain. And we can see Binance smart chain has been doing great. We are now seeing what's it called, meme coins now launching on those platforms now, and it's crazy. No one even saw that coming. Even CZ didn't see that coming, because he tweeted yesterday saying, I did not see this coming, and people are telling me to predict the future. You can check his page out on X, because he's surprised that everyone was looking at Ethereum, Solana to launch meme coins. Now BNB is now taking the cup, and that is crazy. And you can now see, with that being happened, we saw someone turn 3,000 to $2 million on some meme coins following a CZ tweet about a meme coin. And you can now see BNB has now flipped XRP, is now taking the third position and is now dominating the headlines. You can see pre-sale project like Layer Bread, which their ticker is LB Bread, are now quickly gaining traction as investors search for high risk and high reward plays that established token may no longer what provide. So that is really, really great. BNB is killing it, guys, and I'm not gonna lie to you, everyone is now jumping on any project on BNB. You know, this thing is crazy, and that is crypto for you. And that is the interesting part of this show, because we bring every bits and pieces of any crypto information that is buzzing on the news or in the market to you guys every day. All right, let's move on. You can see Bitcoin price today muted near 122,000 after record as US shuts down drags. We all know the shutdown is still on in the United States, and we've got hints that it's going to even surpass October 15. I know this is affecting some crypto parts, like the people that want their EFT to be approved, and now is now sitting on SEC table because of the government shut down. But you know, let's take a look at something already. On-chain derivative data suggests that Bitcoin records rally may persist amid restrained selling and institutional confidence. So I feel like this cycle, like Ata says, might really be different, because I'm not gonna lie to you, if you take a look at what is happening now, the market might pull back a little bit, but we are not yet in bear market, because the only time you know we are in bear market is, let's go to weekly candle and see all the breakout. You can see for us to actually believe in bear market is, you can see we break above this. Now we're creating any high we're going to create. We need to break down into this and break into this zone. The moment we break into this zone, then we can possibly say the bear market is on. But the way the market is looking now, I think we're just going to have a pullback. Maybe the market is going to rally between this 125 all-time high and 100k again, till we're going to see the Fed, you know, cut rate or do something very important, like maybe 50 basis points, 70 basis points. Then we can use that to see how the market will propel. All right, let's move on and let's talk about ETH a little bit. ETH could triple to 13,000 US dollar this cycle if history repeats itself. And I'm not going to lie to you, ETH has been holding it down, but the truth is we saw ETH breaking a cycle yesterday, breaking a structure yesterday, and since the structure is broken, we need to wait for another entry before we get into Ethereum. So let's go to the daily time frame and I'll show you what is going on. You can see yesterday I told you guys that we have this structure broken here, that you should not buy ETH as well, and you can see the market is start to fall off. And where am I expecting ETH to touch? I'm even expecting ETH to let's see, to touch around $4,000 back. Then maybe we're gonna see a movement next week, and that will be when we have rating. If not, we might be getting close to bear market. And if this cycle is going to be different, then definitely we are going to have a super rally and all of that. So that is that regarding ETH, and ETH may could triple to 13,000 US dollar this cycle. We are going to see that and keep you updated. But let's talk about XRP real quick. After a 605 million bloodbath, XRP readies a revenge rally with 2 billion lifted in North Korea hacks. Following a turbulent summer and a 605 million liquidation, XRP is poised to turn bearish pressure into bullish momentum, even as North Korea hackers raised 2 billion in crypto this year. But let's take a look at XRP chart real quick and see what that is showing. If you look at the XRP chart, you'll find out that the market is still selling. And if you look at it, I told you we don't need to sell right now. And you asked me why we don't need to get out of XRP, because we have a structure. Here is a structure and we have a breakout. Now we didn't have a kicker. Now we need to maintain this. So I'm thinking XRP might just come down to touch $2.7 thereabout. Then we're gonna see it start rallying back if we are not approaching bear market as well. Another news on the radar is investor flock to MUTM as best crypto before BTC hit 150,000 US. We all know that is where a lot of investors are hoping on to 150K, and we hope to see that happen, but at the same time we'll let the chart tell us what is going on. The crypto market is heating up again with Bitcoin heading towards the long-awaited 150,000 mark. Smart investors are not only chasing the next BTC rally, but also looking for high growth DeFi project that can deliver strong return. That is crazy, guys. So let's see if that's going to happen. Now let's jump into some meme coins, and now this is about Dogecoin price prediction as Clearcore buys 174 million. Shiba Inu, Pepe and Leia Brett all set to skyrocket. We all know a lot of things are going on regarding meme tokens now, but we've not really seen alt season and meme coin season yet. But if the cycle is going to be changed and the end of bull cycle is not going to be this November, December, and it's not going to change, maybe we're going to have 6 year, or it's not going to be a continuation of this cycle into the next cycle. I'm not going to lie to you, this is the great time to get into cryptocurrency, because that means we could see all this coin blowing up any time. But having said that, remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. So with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and all of them warming up, we have to see what will happen. But Pepe is really doing well. We saw Pepe has been doing so well among the meme coins so far. And I have another great news coming out of Africa, and this one is Uganda launches CBDC pilot as Kenya's crypto bill passed final hurdle. That is great news coming out of Africa. And not only that, let's take a look at what is coming from Europe as well. And this one is UK lift bans on crypto ETN as market matures. The UK lifted its ban on crypto exchange traded notes, which now allows retail investors to access them through FCA approved exchange for the first time since 2021. That is positive news coming into the crypto space, guys. All right, guys, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do that right now. Subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you will always be part of the greatness that is running on this great show. Also, you can follow me on X, you can follow me on Facebook, and you can follow me on TikTok as well, so you always get the nugget that I have for you on this great platform. All right, we're going to dive into the chart real fully shortly, but before we do that, let's take a look at what is going on with the economic calendar so we know what we need to prepare ourselves for this morning. And you all know today is 9th of October 2025, and if you look at the economic if you look at the economic calendar this morning, you'll see that we have nothing much to talk about. I think since we have the government, United States government shut down, we've not really been seeing all those things we've been expecting to play out because of the shutdown, and that is really not great. But as you all know, the shutdown is due to decision not being made between the left and right regarding the budget and all of that, and I believe when they come back, things should work out proper. So nothing much this today as well. We're gonna now move on to check what the cryptocurrency market cap is looking like, and we are still above 4 trillion US dollars. The market cap is now at 4.2 trillion US dollars, and we have about 24-hour trading volume of 181 billion US dollars. And the trending token Zcash, A-Star, Plasma are still trending, and you can see the top gainers right there. All right, let's take a look at what the top 10 cryptocurrency market look like. And if you take a look at this, you'll see that we now have BNB flipping not only XRP but Theta as well, and that is great. But of course, number one is Bitcoin, number two is Ethereum, number three is now BNB, flipping XRP and Theta. Number four is Theta, number five is XRP, number six is Solana, number seven is USDC, number 8 is Lido Stake, number 9 is Dogecoin, while number 10 is Tron. That is really great. And if you're interested in knowing where your project sits on the cryptocurrency market cap ranking, you might want to check it out on CoinGecko.com. All right, guys, let's dive into the chart fully and see what we can get out of the chart this morning, guys. And if you look at the chart, you see that let's start with the king, which is the Bitcoin, of course. And you know, this is the Bitcoin and breakfast show. BTC is a sell right now. Please stay away from it. From yesterday, I told you it's a sell. Please stay away from BTC until we have a clear entry before we can get back into it. So BTC is a sell right now. Let's take a look at ETH. ETH also is dropping massively, and you can see ETH is still a sell. Let's take a look at Link, which is Chainlink. Chainlink is now about to break it, but it's holding like by the end of today, maybe we're gonna have Chainlink breaking $21, and if that should happen, we're gonna turn this green to red, and it means it's a sell. Let's take a look at AAVE. AAVE, of course, is a sell and is dropping. Stay away from it. Solana also is a sell. Stay away from it. BNB is still a buy until it breaks 1,130. That's where we can, you know, get out of BNB. LTC, yeah, Litecoin is still a buy. We need Litecoin to break, although we have some candles lining up to break this kicker, but most time when I have candle like this, I don't really pay attention to them because the market might retrace back. So I'll put Litecoin stop loss as we have movement, then we have the breakout. So it's still gonna be below $100. We need to get out if Litecoin break $100. That's where I'm gonna put it. Let's take a look at SUI. SUI is a sell. Please stay away from SUI. Let's take a look at AVAX. AVAX is a sell. Stay away from me. Let's take a look at ADA. ADA also is ADA is still a buy because we have the structure broker. Then we need to take out this old liquidity here before we can get out of the market, although it's dropping drastically, but until it gets break 0.7 thereabout, that's where we can leave ADA. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP2 is the same thing like ADA. The kicker didn't break directly, just shooting up, so we might look for a buy around 2.7, or when it breaks 2.7, we stay away from the market. Let's take a look at Ton. Ton coin is still a sell. Stay away from me. Let's take a look at A-Star. A-Star also needs to break 1.5 before we get away from that. Let's take a look at Pump Fund real quick. Pump Fund 2 needs to break 0.005 before we can say it's out of the market. Let's take a look at Ondo. Ondo is not a sell yet until it breaks 0.85. So that's those are the predictions regarding altcoin. Let's now check the main coin, but remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. All right, let's move into meme coin. You can see Dogecoin is a buy yesterday. I told you stay away from it. It's still was a sell. It's still a sell. You can see it was green. Shiba Inu is a sell. Also stay away from it. Pepe is a sell. Please stay away from. No, Pepe is not a sell because we have the structure, so we'll be waiting for Pepe to break 0.00008 before we can get out of that. Let's take a look at Popcard real quick. Popcard is a sell. Stay away from it. Trump is a sell. Stay away from it. Let's see Millennia is still holding on because we have a breakout until we take out the 0.15. That's when I'll say we should get away from it. Let's take a look at Notcoin as well. Notcoin broke out fine. Then until Notcoin, Notcoin is a sell, please stay away from me because you can see the kicker right there and it created a structure and it's been broken. So stay away from Notcoin. So that is that regarding the chart analysis and what you need to do regarding your portfolio. Mind you, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. And also, if you take a look at BTC, you find out that BTC is pushing a little bit slowly, so it might push like that throughout this week. Maybe next week we're gonna see a rally back, but one thing you need to know is almost all the market are now in sell mode. And what do you need to do? You need to stay away from the market. You don't need to force it. This is the time for you to relax, take a walk, enjoy yourself before the busy time will come back. Right now the market is a sell. Please and please stay away from it. Let's wait and get another entry, and we're gonna get another entry. On this show we give you number one entry, sniper entry, or good information regarding when you need to trade. But remember, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. All right, I told you I have a news for you before we check what a sentiment looks like. The news is we're about to announce the date we're going to be launching the token and start a live trading on Pump Fund, and we'll be trading $100 account to $1 million US. And I mean it. When I say I mean it, I mean every bit of it. It's going to be transparent and everyone is going to be part of it. So I was working with a team this morning and we're getting to reaching a conclusion, and the date will be announced, and you guys should be getting ready to get free giveaways, get free signals, watch the trade live, and support the token that we're going to launch with it, so we can have a strong and very, very viable community whereby all of us are going to be a winner. And with that project, I'm not lying, everyone is a winner, because if you're a holder, you get something for yourself. If you are in the community, you get something for yourself. So you do not want to miss it. And if you want to join the community, this is the community. You might want to check it out right here. Let me show you the community. This is the community right here, in case you want to be part of what is really coming up. And this, as you can see, this is the community right here. You can look for the handle, you can see it right there. It's to 1 million coin. Once you search to 1M coin, is going to bring out, and you can follow, subscribe, and join the Telegram group as well, so you can always get the information we're sharing about that. So that is what I said I was going to give you, because that is great news. Now let's take a look at what the fear and greed looks like. We normally take a look at the fear and greed index to know what the sentiment of the market is. And if you look at the fear and greed, you'll see that the sentiment is more or less the same from yesterday. You can see last month was neutral, last week was greed, yesterday was greed, and now is greed. But this is where I have a big concern, and I'm going to tell you why I have a big concern about this. Because if the market is not skyrocketing to 130, 150 yet, and we're already in greed, shifting to extreme greed, don't you think we might not pass 125, 130? Don't you think so? That's what I'm thinking. Don't you think we might not pass that zone? That is what I'm thinking. We might not pass that zone, and I'm telling you, we need to really, really be careful with whatever we're doing. And that's why I've been advising, let us be taking profit gradually as the market is going, or let us stick to whatever the chart is telling us, because the chart is not going to lie. Like you all know, I told you guys yesterday, sell, the market is selling. I told you guys 10 days ago, buy, the market went all through from 110 to 123. So the chart is our fortune teller and we need to abide by it. But we need to take a look at fundamental sentiment and all of that to back up whatever we're doing on the chart, to know if we really need to be in the market or we need to sell. All right, if you're still watching the show to this moment, this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it, and I'm coming to you live from the studio. If you've not subscribed to the channel, you might want to do that right now. Please subscribe to me on Facebook. You can follow me on TikTok to get some nuggets like breaking news or new things that are happening in the crypto space, and you do not want to miss any of that. All right, this is what I have for you on the show this morning. If you're just joining me, please subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to like, because that is going to push our channel to a greater height. And like I told you, Bitcoin is a sell now. Please stay away from it. We're gonna have a good entry back. We got in at 110, and I told you to leave the market around 123k. That is 13,000 gain. On what channel would you get such gem or such call? Only on this channel, Crypto Bean 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And like Ethereum too, I told you Ethereum is a sell. Most of all the altcoin is a sell, and you just need to stay away. This is the time for you to chill out and just watch the market, so you can really enjoy the money when it comes. So Bitcoin is a sell, Ethereum is a sell, Link is a sell, AAVE is a sell, Solana is a sell. Only BNB is still a buy. BNB is still a buy. BNB is still a buy. Litecoin is a sell, Sui is a sell, Avalanche is a sell, ADA is a sell. The list go on. XRP is not a sell here. We might see XRP moving up, but XRP is not a sell yet. And if you look at meme coins, you can see that meme coins, Dogecoin is a sell, Shiba Inu is a sell, so stay away from it. Pepe also is a sell. So if you look at what is happening this week, most of these assets are dropping. And even though you look at the screen, you'll find out that all these token right here are in red, and it's because the market is dumping, and you don't need to be part of it if the market is in red, because what we do on this show is to make money. We enter when it's low, we sell when it's high, we wait for another entry, we enter, and like that we build our portfolio over. So even though we have a super parabolic run, it's still to our own good, because we're gonna buy at low and we sell when it's high. All right, thanks for joining me on the show this morning. My name still remains the same. Ahmed Oladimeji Kazeem, aka KC the Great, and you've been watching the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. I'll catch you live tomorrow again at 8 a.m. GMT or 10 a.m. STSC time to bring more packed episode of this great show. And please do not forget about the project we are launching on pump.fund. Follow the X account to always get most of the information, and also the Telegram channel is there for you to be part of the great thing that is happening on this great show. So until I catch you tomorrow on another wonderful